Are we rolling? Ooh, roll. uh, hey people, what's up? It's Jamil, and I want to talk to you some more about the gang stalking program. But better yet, how are you going to beat the gang stalking program? And after you beat it, you're going to be able to tweak it out and use it how you want to use it. I basically call it pimping the program. And there's a few things I want you to recognize. Your natural surroundings are number one. For me, it became sexuality. I had dug so deep into the program, facing fears. A lot of this came from just walking at 3 in the morning down the street, and the gang stalking program would have cars approach me, and the cars would be literally right in front of me like they were going to hit me, and I kept walking. Sometimes this would be only 20 yards away, 15 yards. One time it even got as close as 10 yards. And one thing about me, you know, I said to myself, we're going to beat this no matter what. And so I kept walking, and the car would move out of the way. Then it got to a point where, as the car moved, I moved with the car to see how far I could take it. And subconsciously, this is so much for me. And there was many other tactics they used against me. And when a lot of people hear me speak now, they say, this guy got this so easy. How was he ever gang stalked? Anything you can imagine. I remember being drugged on multiple occasions. One of the times I was drugged, I said, you know what? This is going to be a circumstance where I get even more hardcore. And after being drugged, I was hanging out. I went back to an area I'm very familiar with. I live in Norton Shores, Michigan. I went to an area called Muskegon Heights, and everybody knows me there. I'm one of the few people who can go to any area I can go to, not just because of my family, but because of all the people that they just know me. People just know me. There's not one. This area. This is the hood, right? There's not one major drug dealer that came up in this area who doesn't know who I am, who doesn't know who my brother is, who just doesn't know. And so I frequently go from this area. Never even the younger people who shoot people every day, even they know who I am. And I remember I was coming back from. I'm gonna get back to my story, but I remember I was coming back from a funeral, and the guy's nephew got shot right after the funeral. And he was like 17. And I thought to myself, had he been with me, that wouldn't have happened. Because whoever was shooting at him would have known, would have at least had a level of respect for me after all the years of just associating with different family after family after family. People just know me. So him being with me actually might have saved his life. And so when I talk about gang stalking having fame, it goes beyond just the gang stalking. This is a spiritual, metaphysical thing we roll with. We got a level of protection out there that's unmatchable. Now let me go back to my story. Okay, I'm hanging out at Burger King and I get drugged. And I take off, I go walking. Now I'm downtown, right? And right after I get drugged, I end up back what you would call uptown, the Heights, and I'm hanging out over somebody's house where they're selling dope out of the house. It's a trap spot, basically a crack house. And the gang stalking program was pissed off because I'm out there passing out flyers, telling people my story. I'm out there hollering at the females. I'm out there doing everything I can. And the gang stalking program said, wait a minute, we drugged him? And he's even more hardcore now, passing out flyers on the jump rope while he's drugged? And when you get drugged like that, whatever drug it was, it makes you lightheaded. And I'm still hitting the jump rope. I don't even care if I pass out. That's the level of hardcoreness I came through the gang stalking program with. So when you see me talking about, sexy, big booty fucking white girls and stuff like that, I'm all about that. But I had to go through trial and tribulation that 98% of the men on this planet most likely will not go through. And so I just want to let that be known right there. My second step was bringing out the things that I like. After we processed through many, many, many fears and discomforts, then we got into things I enjoy. And so they started using females with nice bodies. Boy, I'm talking about really nice, real sexy females. And I noticed that I make I'm the star of the program within gang stalking. And so I can make a female, especially in the neighborhood I live, I can make them famous. They had one woman, she's I'm 30, about to be 31. She looked like she might be in her late 30s, maybe early 40s. And I talked to her once. Then they had her wear a blue jean skirt. And I talked to her a little bit more. Then after that, they put her in a red dress. Now at this point, she had got frightened. She couldn't deal with the power that was put on her, the role she had in the program. So she got frightened by it. a lot of people get frightened. And she was, she's attractive. She's a bad motherfucker, but she got frightened by the power. Other people, see, when you're in the gang stalking program, and you get to the level I'm at, which I call a players club, you'll notice some people can handle the power. Like, I live next to a dude I call the homie. His wife, boy, her ass, boy. I cannot look at her without my dick getting rock hard. I can't even do it. The first time they had her come out with a skirt, they had her watering some flowers. Instantly, she had a big bag of roses in her backyard. Instantly, as soon as I saw that, I just bam, bam. And the daughter's a bad motherfucker, boy. His daughter, listen, when his daughter drives home, she got this long, sexy, dark hair. And when she drives home, she doesn't even look like she's in a car. She looks like she's sailing on a boat or something like that. I'm for real. And she has like these pretty white teeth and stuff, nice tan. Like, she's petite, skinny, but for her size, she got some ass on her for her size for being so small. And I'm like, okay, God, I never looked at her. I never really seen her before. I saw her earlier today. I saw her earlier today, boy, she's so damn fine, and I just can't believe it. I'm like, see, the program understands what's going on. The program understands that you put some beautiful women around Jamil's gonna have some attraction to it, and so they do that, and they got her out there. She's sitting out there on the deck, and she's hitting model poses, like the way she has long legs, and they got tan and pretty beautiful white teeth and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, not only the mother's fine as a motherfucker, but the daughter ain't no. They should have put that red dress on the daughter, boy, as fine as she is. And so I'm like, okay, no matter what, I'm gonna use this to my benefit. So I start hitting the weights. As soon as I saw that, boy, I started hitting that steel even harder. And I thought to myself, this is sexual energy. As fine as they are, as fine as she is, the homie's daughter and wife, I'm going to use this to get that Nobel Peace Prize. I'm going to use this to come up. And they had used some other females, to try and, all of them, the area I live in, most of them are fine as hell, pretty much all. They had another one today with some black leggings or yoga pants or whatever, and she was out there running. And I never seen her before. She had some sandy blonde hair, nice ass on her. She was cold, whoever she was. And so, the program, I'm basically the writer of the script. Like, I can just interact with people, and as soon as I look at them a certain way, the program will pick it up and get them a starring role. Some of them can't handle it, some of them can handle it. And so that's the level, we're talking about the players club within the program. That's the level of game that we're at. Is we're taking this to international success. Now, I have people writing me all the time and telling me how bad gang stalking is, and I know because I've been there. I had to grind, and, I don't have a car. I had to walk 20, 30 miles sometimes with people following me 24/7, with people doing, everything. So when people sit up there and talk about they're being gang stalked, I wasn't inside the house. I was hiding inside the house for 1 month because I thought it was one more attempt on my life. I've told people I went through a situation where I was a veteran conspiracy researcher for many years. I have brought out a lot of information from the 60s and 70s about things that the secret societies in the world did not want out to the public. Now, the average person listening wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about, but the people who run the world know what I'm talking about because they're the ones behind it. And one of these secret societies had put the president in the White House more than once. Others of them run the motion picture industry and many other things. And so the level that I came from a near death. I was set up to be killed in Hollywood, California. So I'm coming from the death penalty to probation. Gang stalking is just probation. You know what I'm saying? We beat the death penalty. We landed on probation. And so, we're not hiding inside the house. We hid in the house for that month when we thought the death penalty was coming, but we're not.